Hi Maha, really well done for submitting this other half of your task from before. This one is about social media, and good work, well done. So it's good to see that you've submitted this one as well for feedback, which is great. So let's have a look at what you've got. There is no doubt that social media has been a trend topic to discuss in the last decade, and this is due to the huge impact among society and individuals. In my opinion, I believe that it is a beneficial tool and its benefits outweigh its drawbacks. This essay will discuss the reasons further. Okay, good. So, there is no doubt that social media has been a... Now, this word here, trend topic, I would suggest that there are quite a few other adjectives that we could use here, such as popular topic to discuss. We could say polarizing topic to discuss, so that means that some people like it, some people don't like it, so it divides opinion. So we could change that one. A trend topic doesn't really work. Okay, so change that one to discuss in the last decade, and this is due to its huge impact on society and the individual. Okay, in my opinion, I believe that it is a beneficial tool and its benefits outweigh its drawbacks. Okay, good. This essay will discuss the reasons further. Alright then. So firstly, social networking has enabled workers to complete their studies through virtual learning. Facebook is a good example for that. It is a website that contains many different courses in multiple subjects. Thus, an individual can enroll in any course easily through their phone, and that would help the society to have an educated population. Okay, so my question here is your example of Facebook, because Facebook is not normally known for its different courses, but is known more for networking and for communication with other people. So, is there a different website that you can think of which has, which is good for studying? So, for example, are there networks that universities use, for example? Or could you talk about the groups on Facebook where people who are studying can communicate with each other and ask questions, etc. I would just argue that this is not the most relevant example here, because the use of Facebook is normally more for communicating and staying in touch with other people rather than studying. Okay, so maybe there's a different one you can think of there. Secondly, social media allows a decent individual, like someone who's studying abroad, to contact his family and share his moments with them. Now, this use of his, because we're talking about somebody that we don't know, we would use their instead. So we do this when we don't know the gender of the person, so to contact their family and share their moments with them. Okay, for instance, by using Snapchat or Skype, so capital letters here for the first letter, they, instead of he, can see their family all the time and would not miss them in the same way as if those apps did not exist. Okay. To conclude, having social networking has been necessary in education and communication instead of contacting. I believe that its advantages have, instead of have more value than its disadvantages. Okay, so good. So a thoughtful piece there on social media. If this were the exam piece, I would say that it would be too short at this point. So you would need to develop your points a little bit more, because it's a little bit too short. So the idea here is developing your examples a little bit more, saying how this benefits people, in particular giving an example of the courses that people could enroll on, for example, or here Snapchat and Skype, talking also about how, for example, you can send photos and voice messages and videos, etc., that would mean that they would not miss them in the same way as if those apps did not exist. Okay. Then in terms of your conclusion, I would say that it's good that you've got your opinion down here, but this is what you've written at the top as well, so it's almost the same. In my opinion, I believe that it's a beneficial tool and its benefits outweigh its drawbacks. I believe that its advantages have more value than its disadvantages. This needs a little bit more detail, so saying why, possibly saying that you acknowledge the negative side, such as, and then stating a couple of the negatives, but you still think that it's a good thing because da-da-da. Okay, so it's a good structure that you've got here and some good vocabulary. It's just that it needs a little bit more development in this one. Okay, but yes, well done for submitting, and yeah, good work.